Your next contest is a cruiserweight contest of 6 3-minute rounds. Introducing to you firstly, in the red corner, wearing the black trunks with gold trim, he comes from Blackpool and weighs in at 13 stone 5 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a 4-win record, 3 of those wins coming by way of knockout against only 2 defeats and a single draw. Please welcome Richard Turba. And his opponents across the ring in the blue corner, wearing the white trunks with camouflage trim. He fights out of Newcastle and weighs in at 14 stone 11 pounds. Tonight, he enters the ring with an 8-win record. 2 of those wins come by way of knockout against a single defeat. He is a former prize fighter cruiserweight champion. Please welcome John Lewis Dickinson. Your timekeeper is Arno Bryson, your referee the bell, Mark Curry. Boxers, please.
Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my instructions at all times. In the event of a knockdown, you go to the furthest neutral corner. When you stay there, I'll tell you to come out. Any questions? Shake hands, best luck to both of you.
Seconds out, round 1.
Prizefighter champion John Lewis Dickinson returning to the same ring where he lost his unbeaten record about 7 weeks ago. That was because of eye damage against Tyrone Wright. He was angry, he was upset, but he's got to put it behind him, the misfortune, and concentrate on the returning Richard Turba. He's been out for 4 years, but he could punch back in the day. Let's see how Dickinson copes with Turba, who will have some rust to share.
When Dickens really a sharp boxer, sharp puncher, and winning the prize fighter must really have given him loads of confidence. Felt sorry for him last time out, really bad swelling in his eye. I don't think the referee had a great choice, but to step in, he's stung by that, so he'll maybe take some spite out in Turba tonight.
That was referee Andrew Wright. It's Mark Curry tonight who takes charge of proceedings, the long white trunks of John Lewis Dickinson in fight number 10 and the 9th for Richard Turba, who's short, squat, and likes to unload these big hooks to the body. You remember him?
Yeah, but I do remember the last time I saw him box, I believe, was in Blackpool, where he lives. He put up a good show that night, as he normally does, and already he's trying to get close. He's looking dangerous. He looks in great shape, considering he's been out for a while. So Dickinson maybe have a job on his hands here.
There's 4 wins, 3 by knockout for Turba, and one of those was against Rod Anderton, who'd won all 6 when they met in October 2006. So a danger man, Turba. Steady from Dickinson, and will need concentration tonight.
Yeah, I think Dickinson maybe just hoping some of the steam leaves Turba's work. He keeps rolling forward, he's not all that accurate, missing there pretty wildly, as you can see. So Dickinson keeping things nice and tight, nice and controlled, probably wants a couple of rounds in the bank, then maybe look for something a bit more dramatic. That's sensible, because this could be a tough night if he decides to stand and trade with Turba.
Absolutely, using his height and reach advantages, the technical skills. Just a short uppercut and good jabs from John Lewis Dickinson, who can put his punches together really nicely.
Turba maybe just a little bit predictable the way he's trundling forward, maybe a bit more head movement, maybe a little threat, a feint here and there. He's just marching straight forward, and Dickinson trying the uppercut a couple of times now.
Keep that focus. Keep that mind on it. You call you were a good shot there. Right, you didn't even flag her though, you didn't even flag.
Ron Rowe running John Lewis Dickinson's corner.
Get your wrench, quick.
Ricky Duncan, Frank Hopkins in there too.
You needn't even hit her, you needn't even take a shot, right? This is what championship material is about. This is where you keep right on your gumshoe. Right on your gumshoe.
In the mouth there. From a tooth, is it, or the gum?
I think he's taken that good shot there, and I think there's done a little bit of damage inside his mouth. I don't know if it's split his lip, or maybe if it's a bruised jaw. I don't know if he can bite on the gum shield properly. If he can't, that's a problem. But it's certainly caused some concern in the corner. He's worried about it, so he's going to have to deal with it, or the corner will be pulling him out of there. He's just going to have to show some grit here.
Bite down on the gum shield, looks uncomfortable. John Lewis Dickinson from Newcastle, the 24-year-old, looking for his 9th win. He lost last time out on an eye injury and didn't really need an injury in the opening round. Whatever it is, some discomfort around the jaw area.
There was a bit of blood, so I don't know if it's a tooth that's maybe been dislodged. But whatever it is, if he can't bite down on that gum shield and he takes another couple of whacks on the jaw, then it could be good night. So this is tough, and it's happened early again for him.
Will it also affect his breathing, Jim, too?
It shouldn't affect his breathing, but you have to worry about taking punches. You have to bite on that gum shield so that if you're caught in the jaw, you can take the impact. If your jaw is loose, if you're caught with your mouth open, then it kind of doubles the impact. But he's got his boxing back together, which is good. So maybe he's managing to put it to the back of his mind. Sometimes in the corner you feel the pain, so it worries you. But then when you're out there, the bell rings, the adrenaline flows, and you forget about it. And that looks to be what's happening with Dickinson. His mind's on the job, just forgetting about the mouth problem. Oh, lovely boxing there.
Good skills from Dickinson. But still the turbo charged attacks from Richard Turba, originally from Slovakia, but has been based in Blackpool for a long time. Blackpool also houses a very useful prospect in Matty Askin. He's with the Hatton team, and he wants a shot at John Lewis Dickinson. That'll be a good fight down the line, Askin and Dickinson, but Dickinson with business to deal with here first.
Maybe just a little bit of steam left at Turbo's forward march now. Still getting the odd solid punch off, but not the same pressure as we saw in the opening round. So maybe a couple of these counters from Dickinson have troubled him.
Blood coming from the mouth again of John Lewis Dickinson. I wonder if it is a tooth that's come loose. Just fending off Turba. And you're right, he's not really fainting, is he? Not dipping as he comes in. It's a bit obvious from Turba.
Yeah, just a little bit predictable. Going to be looking for that right hand again, see if he can inflict a bit more damage. But Dickinson boxing well, and I haven't seen him grimace or show any signs of discomfort where the mouth is concerned, so hopefully it won't be a factor.
It's like swelling on the right ear of Richard Turba.
Maybe Dickinson should be putting a bit more snap into the punches. This is an opponent you have to discourage, and he hasn't done that yet.
Great round. Keep the focus. Hold the focus. Oh, absolutely great round, son.
I got a drink.
Right.
You don't want to drink? When you make that? Man.
Right. Just give it panic.
Where are you fucking going, no man?
Use the language.
Listen. You keep them fucking man.
Well, there really are digging into him. He can't even have a drink in there, Jim.
No, there must be a serious problem. I don't know if it is I get the feeling it's the jaw, not the tooth.
You won both rounds, John.
So he's just going to have to, you know, we say grit the teeth as a kind of catchphrase, but if he can't do that, then he's going to be struggling. But he's just going to have to go on with it here. He will not want 2 losses on the trot, even if they're from injuries.
That's what champions do.
That's what champions do. Are you going to be a champion? Yeah, are you going to be a champion? Yeah, be strong, be solid. 3. Come on.
Are you going to be a champion? That's what Ron Rowe and Frank Hopkins were asking in the blue corner to John Lewis Dickinson. Show us what you're made of. Grit your teeth. You've got to get on with it. 4 rounds left. Whether there's a jaw problem, a tooth problem, irritating, annoying for Dickinson. But he's got to get on with the job.
See, you can't come in this situation, you can't go into the next round worrying about what the other fellow's going to do. Is the other fellow going to catch me on the jaw again? He's going to have to go and take charge. He should be trying to push Turba back and get the job done, put powerful shots in. He's just popping. He's thinking more about making Turba miss than gain his respect. So really he should be moving forward and putting some real spite into his own punches. Easy to sit here saying that, and that's really what this game's all about.
Jimmy was a top-class amateur with Birtley boys, reached the ABA heavyweight final. Should he be going back to what he learnt then and really boxing Turba?
Well, I feel he should be taking the initiative. There's more chance of him being caught if he's countering, if he's allowing Turba to get some punches off. I think he should be stepping forward, getting the punches off first, and trying to push Turba back. Turba, as we've said before, he's predictable. Nothing he's doing can't be controlled by Dickinson. But allowing him to get shots off, you're taking a chance if your jaw's not right.
Good body shots there from Richard Turba, who's lost 2 and drawn 1 in 8. Doesn't look like he's been out for a few years, does it?
I mean, he obviously doesn't know of the problems of Dickinson. I'd be letting that right hand go there. He caught one in the chin and he's right back onto the defensive, as you can see.
Yeah, that was a left from Turba. A couple more might just trouble Dickinson around that mouth area. Gaping open, in pain. Now a body shot from Turba. This is really where he's got to dig in, Dickinson. Because he's not a big puncher, only 2 knockouts so far for John Lewis Dickinson.
But he should be taking charge a little bit more. I mean, he's boxing well, he's making Turba miss. He's popping with his own punches, he's probably outboxing Turba. But I mean, a real solid shot in that chin could just take all the desire away from him. He must be in real pain there.
Promoter Frank Maloney just went and had a word with the corner, Ron Rowe and Frank Hopkins. Not sure what he was saying to them over there, but he's obviously worried about his protege, and he just spits out some blood, John Lewis Dickinson.
There's another shot to the chin, partially blocked, but the pain must be there. You can see his mouth's wide open now.
Jim, is there a case for pulling him out? Just make the damage not well. Right hand from Turba, because he looks and he's shaking his head. I don't think he wants to go on here, John Lewis Dickinson.
The problem, well. Right. I'll take it. Right. If it's not got to kick out. Right, mate. Yeah.
I think his jaw might be broken.
Yeah. Frank. Have a look at this. It's over.
They're going to pull him out. I think that's the right decision. They've got his whole professional career ahead of him, and if he is badly injured, then that is the compassionate thing to do. But it is a bad loss again for Dickinson, twice in a row now on injuries.
Yeah, terrible luck from Dickinson, but the sensible thing's been done. Fighters don't have to prove their courage. They do that by putting the gloves on in the first place. It's a sensible thing to do. A young man with his career ahead of him, just get whatever the problem is, get it sorted and get back in again. A defeat is not the end of the world, and he's defeated already anyway, so they've done the right thing with him.
Well done to Richard Turba.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the 3rd round, John Lewis Dickinson, having been forced to retire, having sustained an injury to his jaw, your winner from Blackpool, Richard Turba.